I'm Miss Kristin at the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Family Storytime, we are going to be talking about forest animals. So our book for this week is Little Owl's Night, written and illustrated by Divya Srinivasan. Published by Viking Press and imprint of Penguin Random House. Read with permission from Penguin. Little Owl was having a wonderful night. He watched the funny possum family waddle along in a neat little row. Looks like this little possum is watching Little Owl too. Hedgehog sniffed around the mushroom patch. Skunk was eating berries because he could find no snails. Do you see snails? I see some snails back here. By the river, beavers gnawed at the trees. Turtle hid in her shell as fireflies danced all around. Little Owl visited his friend the raccoon. As they sat in the clover, fog rolled in and hovered just overhead. Moths fluttered towards the moon. Silver dust fell from their wings. Little Owl wanted to follow, but it was time to head home. On the way, Little Owl flew by Grumbly Cave. Bear was inside, snoring up a storm. "Wake up, Bear, don't sleep all night," Little Owl sang. "I want to show you the moon." But Bear kept on snoring as usual. Little Owl flew home to his tree, gazing at the sky. He wondered if the bear had ever seen stars. Little Owl sat on his branch. Oh, how he loved the night forest. Frog croaked softly. Cricket chirped smartly. Little Owl heard a rustling at the foot of his tree. Fox had come to say hello. "Hello, Fox." And there's a little bunny sleeping in her den. It was late now. The bats were gliding home. "Mama," Little Owl whispered, "tell me again how night ends." Do you know how night ends? "The moon and stars fade to ghosts," Mama said. "Spiderwebs turn to silver threads. Dewdrops sparkle on leaves and grass like tiny stars come down. Moonflowers close and morning glories open. The sky brightens from black to blue, blue to red, and red to gold. The rooster crows, the crows caw, and the day begins," said Mama. But Little Owl did not hear. He was fast asleep. The end. In your craft packet, you'll have 2 coloring pages, 1 tan circle, and 3 brown circles. All you will need will be scissors, some kind of glue, and a black marker. So first we're going to cut each of the circles right in half. Once you have all of your circles cut in half, we'll set one set of them aside, and we'll take the others and we're going to roll them up to make little cone shapes. So they'll overlap, and we'll roll them up like this make little cones. And then you just need a little bit of glue on the edge right here to seal that up so it will stay. All right, there's my first little cone. And we'll do that with each of them. So now we'll take our second one and we'll roll it up. And then once we have it in our cone shape that we want, we'll put a little bit of glue on the edge. Close that up. Make our next cone. And the easiest way to roll it up is to fold one end over and make kind of a triangle shape, and then just roll it around, and that's going to give you your cone shape. Now we'll take the first one and we're going to put a little bit of glue right on that edge inside, right here. And you can add some glue if you want to the tip of one side of one of your brown cones. We're going to press this in here. So that it glues in like this. Then we're going to take our scissors and make some little cuts to make some little spikes. Just go about halfway around, and then you can kind of bend your little spikes up a little bit, like this. And then we'll take the next one, and we'll do the same thing. And we'll cut halfway around again to make our little spikes. And then press them up a little bit so that they stick up. There we go. And then we have one more. Do the same thing, a little bit of glue on the inside here. A little bit of glue on one side of your cone. Put it on your finger, stick it in and press it down. And then make your little cuts to make little spikes. Push them up and out so that they stick up. Now, the last step here is to take your black marker and draw some little eyes. And a little nose. And there we have a little tiny hedgehog. And now, since you have another set, you can make a second hedgehog. So we'll just follow the same steps to make your second hedgehog. And these little hedgehogs are our craft for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for Family Story Time.